Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we have some new Gene stuff to enjoy. I'm quite excited. We have the Studio CHOOM for Attention. We have the relay dance and the new performance video that they dropped for Hype Boy and the special video that they dropped for Hurt. So we got a little mini marathon of stuff to enjoy for this, and I am very, very excited. I have been listening to these three songs basically on repeat since I did my initial reaction. I love them to death. I know that they've started pulling in the wins for Attention especially. They are charting like crazy with both Attention and Hype Boy, which is really, really cool to see, and deserved as well, because these songs are honestly incredible. So yeah, they're doing amazing things. Now, in my initial reaction, my first reaction to them, I obviously talked a little bit about Cookie and everything that was going on there. If you want to hear what my current thoughts are, I'm going to do a little section at the end after I've watched everything, just kind of talking about where I'm at with that and my personal opinion on everything. So if you're interested in my thoughts on that, you can see that at the end, but if not, you don't have to see it because it's at the end. You can just leave it. But yeah, I'm gonna put my kind of thoughts on everything there at the end there, so just in case anyone's wondering. But in the meantime, we're gonna enjoy this little marathon of stuff, and I'm going to attempt to use this video to fully learn the members. I've gotten a pretty decent idea. Danielle is easy. Danielle is easy. I've got Danielle down, and I think Hayen I've pretty much got down as well. The other three, I'm still fully figuring out who is who, but we'll get there. That's one of the goals for this video, is to is to get the members down properly, and see what happens from there. So let's get into it. Okay, I just had to reset. Why did I say that like that? I just had to reset my internet like 3 times, because it decided to just go poof as I did that intro, but hopefully, you know, it's fine and we can make it through this video. Anyway, I have their profile on my phone. I'm obviously going to be paying attention to what's happening in each videos, but I do, like I said, want to use this as a chance to get the rest of their names down. I don't think it'll be that difficult. It normally isn't that difficult for me with girl groups, especially when there's only 5 members, so let's do it. Okay, so Attention, Studio CHOOM. I have watched comeback stages, or debut stages for them, except for Cookies. So I've seen, you know, bits of this choreo and whatnot, but I want to have a look at it in more detail, so that's something we're going to do here. Let's do this. New Jeans, Attention, Studio CHOOM. 3, 2, 1, go! Everybody pray for my internet. Okay, so that's Hayen, Danielle. Oh my god. I have to say, I'm gonna be pausing during these, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. For as young as these girls are, they have some presence when they perform, which is impressive, because that's normally something you have to learn, but they just have this very innate kind of charisma to them. At least for most of them. I feel like they've all kind of had a moment where they've caught my eye, so yeah, anyway. Cutie. Right, I think. Okay, alright, I think this is Honey, this is Hidden, and I think that just there is Minzy. I think. I really like these outfits as well. I really like their styling in general. I think it's really cool. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think is the name situation. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with it. Minzy, Hayden, Hayan, Honey, Danielle. I think. You guys can let me know if I'm right. Anyway, let's enjoy this. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 2, 3 용기가 생겼지 이미 아는 이 눈치 고개를 돌려 천천히 여기 You see 여기 보이니 Looking for attention I guess so 확실하게 너를 만들겠어 Hey drop the question drop the question Want attention want attention You give me butterflies you know 내 맘은 온통 paradise Yeah, this choreo has such like just a fun bounce to it. Hey. Oh, I know that top. Dia from Pixie wore that. Like, it does not compute that this kid is as young as she is. She has such a fierce gaze. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I love their voices so much. You got me looking for attention. It's such a good song. I also love the like real sweeping movements with their hair. It's awesome. Okay, provided I was right with their names when I pointed them out, I think I'm good. I told you I didn't think it would take too long. Hayan's smile is so cute. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, look at her cheekies. She's adorable. Like, I feel like for the most part, her presence and her charisma is like way beyond her years, and then she smiles and I'm like, oh no, you are such a baby. You know? It's just that kind of vibe. Yeah, they have a really impressive amount of presence for as young as they are. And this song, man, this song is just incredible. The choreo is super fun. Like, there's nothing crazy going on, but it's just got such a fun, youthful bounce and vibe and energy to it. It's just great. It's a great time. Anyway, killed that. You killed that. So, Honey, Hayden, Minzy, I think. And if I'm right, I think I'm good. I think I can pick them all out, which is exciting. Okay, Hype Boy. So, quick thing. In terms of my like how I would rank these three songs in terms of how much I love them, Hurt is my absolute favorite. Hype Boy is like just behind it, and then Attention is in third, but I'm obsessed with all three of them. But yeah, Hype Boy, such a tune. Love this song so much. Relay dance time. You know I love a relay dance. Let's go. So that's Honey. Ah, cutie. Danielle. Okay, and wow, she's tall. Oh, Minzy. Hayden. Baby. We're looking so crazy. Hey, let's go. I love Danielle's hair like this, it's great. Ooh. Cuties! Damn, wait. She got some muscles. She got some definition on those arms. Okay, get it. I love her ears. They stick out a little bit. I love this choreo. It's so fun. Cuties. She is tall. She's a tall kid. Actually, I don't know if she's like actually tall or just taller than the rest of them, but she looks tall. Hang on. Okay, so Minji 5'6", Annie's 5'3", ooh. Danielle 5'5", Hayden 5'5", Hin 5'7". Okay, yeah, so she is a relatively tall being among idols, female idols. They're all shorter than me. They're all small to me, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, no, so she is like at least pretty tall. What is it with magnes? Just being giants. Honey can move. She seems like a great dancer. Baby. Like, they all seem very solid, very, very good, but... Hey! Oh, cute. That move is so iconic already. I love it. You know a happy boy. So I think Hayden has my favorite voice, or at least one of them. One of my favorite voices in the group. Like, every time that she sings, I'm just like, yes, yes, right into my ear. Like, they all seem very, like, well-rounded and solid. Like, as far as I'm aware, they don't have official positions or anything like that. Like, they all just seem real good at everything they're doing. But yeah, her voice stands out to me. I think her and Danielle's voice probably stand out to me the most, but Honey's really popping off dance-wise for me. Especially in this, like... She's eating. Okay. No! No, internet, no! We were doing so well! No! Alright. Reset it again. Let's try again. Let's go! Cuties! They're so cute. Okay. Now we have the same song again, but performance video. It says version 1. I don't know if I'm going to react to every version. Assuming they put out multiple versions. We'll see. But I at least wanted to watch one of them with you guys, and then the others I might just watch by myself. I don't know, but let's go. Oh, that's cute. I like this effect. It's kind of like what they've got on their albums.
One, two, three, four. Baby, got me looking so crazy. Daydream. Got me feeling you.
This choreo is so good. I don't need lyrics on right now. Also, again, the styling. Oh, it's the math dancer. Ah, that move where they go across is so good. It's so good. I love the lighting here as well. You know I hype you, boy. I like the little on that hit. I love that Minji's voice is that little bit lower as well. I do really like that. God, okay, you know what? I like all of their voices. Like, who am I kidding? I just want you on my phone right now. I just wanna hear mine. 'Cause I know what you like, boy. Hey, hey. Her smile, no, it's so pretty. Oh no, all of their smiles are so precious. I want to put them all in my pocket. I love it. I love it so much. I love this song. I love the choreo. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, one last video for today. We have the Hurt special video. Like I said, this is my favorite song out of the three of them. I love this song so much. It's like the difference between how much I love it and how much I love Hype Boy is minuscule, but like just a little bit. This one, it just, oh, it's so good. Anyway, special video for Hurt. Let's go. Oh, cute. We had a norebang. Oh, we got a live clip. Okay. I like this like idea. It's almost like that, like a little slumber party with them, you know, just hanging out, talking about their feelings. You know, it's like that part of the slumber party where the deep shit starts coming out. That's kind of what this is giving me, but in like they've got a little karaoke thing going on at the same time. It's like both of those things happening simultaneously. I love it. Ah, it's so cute. smiles are so cute.
I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt. I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt. I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt.
Cute.
잠들기 전에 그리고 또 아침에 쥐고 있는 내 손엔 너 없는 화면인데 내 한마디보다 조용함이 더 좋아 기다리고 있지만 매일 이런 건 아니야 난 재미없어 게임 같은 건 다 필요 없어 아무리 좋아도 널 말로만은 지겨운 걸 먼저 와서 보여줘 먼저 와서 보여줘 Cause I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt
Oh, give me harmony, hell yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt No, I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt
Oh, the little ad-libs. Danielle, please. Wow.
여기까지야 네가 와 있는 곳은 너무 멀어서 I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt 여기까지야 네가 와 있는 곳은 너무 멀어서 I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt
Oh, that was so soft. Ah!
Yes
Cuties!
여러분 우리 다음 노래 뭐 할까요?
I'm going to put them all in my pocket. I'm gonna put them in my pocket. I'm gonna keep them safe. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. I'm already attached. This is dangerous. The music is so good, and when the music's this good, like it automatically endears me to them, and then like when they're just like so cute. Older sibling mode, activate. I have adopted them now. That's basically where I'm at. Oh boy. Okay, that was all a lot of fun. I really enjoyed all of that. I love these songs to death, as I have said 100 times already during this video. And they're stupid talented. For as young as they are, my god. It's kind of terrifying when you think about it. Like, they're this talented and this solid already. Where are they gonna be in like 3, 4, 5 years? Like, we got some beasts in the making, Jesus. Oh boy. Anyway, great times, great girls, great songs. Great content. I'm a big fan. I would really like, I don't know if they have any like variety stuff or anything like that that's popped up yet, but I would really like to see some stuff like that just so I can, I don't know, see what they're like with each other. Because I realized during these videos that like the little bits where they've spoken or anything like that is like the first time that I've seen them outside of a performance aspect, and it's like, oh, hello. So I'd love to see some stuff like that. You guys can let me know if there's anything like that that exists, or I'll just do a little bit of research for myself later, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get into my little discussion about Cookie now. I should have probably made some notes so I could structure my thoughts a little bit better, but I've been going over this for the last couple of days because I knew I was going to be making this video, and I thought I should follow up my initial reaction and kind of talk about it a bit more and where my thoughts are currently. And having, you know, seen everyone's comments on that video, having talked things over with people in my Discord, just doing my own little research and figuring things out and where I stand. So, where to start? Okay, so I think a lot of the main thing that I saw in my comments and what I've seen from people kind of discussing this is that we have like two kind of opposing points of view, where you have the native Korean speakers being like, bruh, why are you guys saying innuendo in it? It's just like a cute, fun, kind of little cheesy song about, you know, like CDs and music and being obsessed with them and blah, 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 blah. So there's that. And then there's the other side of things that's coming from a predominantly Western audience where it's just like, some of these lyrics, especially the English lyrics that are in the song, are coming off as kind of innuendo-y and awkward and inappropriate for girls as young as they are. And I definitely felt that. As we know, when I watched the song, there were certain lyrics where I was like, I don't love that. And a lot of conversation that I've seen come up as a result of that is how the company let that happen, basically, with regards to the English lyrics. Like, people saying that, you know, there are lyricists credited on the song that, you know, are English speakers and, you know, are Western producers and would probably know what happened there. And I have a theory as to how this all happened. I obviously don't know for certain that this is how things went down, but this is my theory, and I think it's pretty likely and pretty logical. So you guys can decide for yourselves. I'm just gonna present it to you and you can figure it out from there. But basically, here's what I think happened with regards to Cookie. For the most part, with groups, unless they have like an in-house production team, like Pixie does, for example, with The Answer, or they have members that produce the bulk of their discography, like you would with like 17 and Uji, for example. A lot of the time, songs will be written by, whether it's a group of writers or producers or whatever, in Korea specifically. Like, you have teams like Full Bloom or Cosmic, or, you know, so on and so forth. Like, you have those kind of teams that will write songs and pitch them to companies and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes you have that with Western writers. An example of this would be something like Ives 11. As we know, the original song for that was written in English. I know Lauren Aquilina was one of the writers behind it. I think she actually went through and sort of sung some of the original lyrics. And what happens in those scenarios, I think, from my experience and knowledge, is that when songs are written by, you know, outside teams, shall we say, they will pitch those songs or send them to likely multiple companies and be like, hey, do you want this song for one of your groups? And a company will pick up a song and be like, yes, we would like that song. And then they will take that song, translate most or part of it or whatever into Korean with their own set of Korean writers. And then, you know, that becomes the song for the group. This is what happened with 11. It's what has happened with a whole bunch of songs. Normally, when you see a song that has like a ton of credits on it, and you'll see like a bunch of Korean names and maybe some like Western names, that's what's happened. And that's what I think is the deal with Cookie. I think Cookie was originally written likely by a Western producing team, and then pitched to a bunch of companies. Adore picked it up and translated parts of it, and then eventually gave it to New Jeans. I don't think the song was intentionally written for New Jeans specifically. So with that in mind, let's say the English lyrics that are present in the song are some of the original English lyrics. My theory is that the original English song was meant to be something like Blackpink's Ice Cream, where it's like this kind of cute, kind of like cutesy, fun, cheeky, innuendo-filled kind of song, you know? It was meant to be that kind of vibe. Not necessarily, they didn't necessarily write it with the expectation that a bunch of teenagers would be singing it, but they pitched it to a bunch of companies. Adore ended up picking it up, and maybe in their minds, they didn't necessarily clock the innuendo, because as we know from a Korean perspective, you know, it doesn't have innuendo. It's not meant to be innuendo filled. It's, you know, you look at the Korean lyrics, I think, especially for Cookie, at least for the most part, from what I remember, very much lean into the whole idea of like Cookie being a CD and all of that sort of stuff. So I reckon whoever was behind picking up that song in Adore picked it up. Korean writers started translating it to fit this idea that they had of it being like a CD and this very kind of cute, fun metaphor, without realizing the innuendo built into the song. And so not realizing that maybe it was inappropriate for a bunch of kids to sing it. And that's how we kind of got to the point that we are and why we have these very conflicting viewpoints. That's my theory on what happened. Does this make it necessarily okay? No, I think there's a certain point where, I said this in my initial reaction, I think if you're going to promote to a Western audience, which Hybe in general does with their groups, then I think you have to be at least somewhat aware of how lyrics can be perceived. But if you don't know that there might be a problem, why would you look into it? Like, that's essentially what I'm thinking. What I think is it's just a big old whoopsie. Like, they just made a whoopsie, and I don't think it was intentionally malicious or intentionally designed to create drama and create discussion around the girls. I really do not think that was the case. Like, this is obviously just my personal opinion, but based on that line of thinking, I think it was just a whoops. A whoops, we didn't mean for that to happen. We didn't realize that there would be a problem with these lyrics to Western audiences coming from a bunch of teenagers. Like, that's basically where I'm at with that. And in that light, I'm kind of less wary of the girls' future, if that makes sense. I think for 1 out of 4 songs to have a couple of questionable lyrics and for everything else to be so solid, I'm feeling okay about this group currently. I'm chill, basically. Like, I think there are definitely things that can be improved, but hopefully they will have paid attention to what people have said and, you know, realize like, oh, okay, so maybe we should be a little bit more aware of these things. And maybe they'll take that on moving forward. Maybe they won't, and we'll revisit this when they make a comeback and see what happens there. But at least for now, where I'm at is I'm like, okay, you made a whoops. It is what it is. I don't think there was any malicious intent behind it. Let's just move forward. That's where I'm at with Cookie and with that whole situation. As far as the long-standing and ongoing debate as to whether it's right to debut girls so young or idols so young in general, because Lord knows that there's been plenty of guys that have debuted super young as well. I mean, I've said this a bunch of times, that debate is going to rage on no matter what. It's going to rage on no matter what. And, you know, personally, I am in the boat where I think at least 16 to debut. Like, if I were to be debuting a group, I would make sure that all the members were at the very least 16. But, you know, I don't run a company. I'm not debuting groups, so all I can do is sort of hope that eventually things start to change, and at least for the people that are debuting super young, that they have the right protections in place and that they are being taken care of and allowed to be kids where possible, and are, yeah, protected from the worst parts of the entertainment industry. That's basically where I'm at with that. This debate, it has raged on for years and years and years. I think it's picked up a lot in the last couple of years because there's been such an increase in the amount of groups debuting. And so naturally people think that more people are debuting super young, but you have to remember, Taemin was, 14 when he debuted in SHINee? How young was Boa when she debuted? Like, people have always debuted really, really young, and not just in the Korean music industry, but in Western industries as well, whether it's through acting, whether it's through music, whatever. Kids are involved in entertainment industries, and it's always going to be this ongoing debate as to whether it's right or not. And I think the only thing that we can do is come up with where we stand and, you know, figure out where we stand with that. Like I said, I'm a at least 16 kind of person, at least when it comes to K-pop. And I said, hope that at least if they are going to debut people younger than that, that they are well looked after and taken care of. I think for the most part, personally, I honestly believe most companies do look after their groups in general. I think things are getting a lot better as well. Like we've seen in terms of mental health issues, they're being taken a lot more seriously. We've seen a lot more people be able to take hiatuses where they need to, or even leave groups where they need to. You look at like Weekly's June, for example. Like these things are being taken really seriously, and I think that's a very important thing, and I think that carries over into protecting minors as well in this industry. And while we may not see everything that goes on behind the scenes, I choose to believe and choose to hope that most companies at least will take care with protecting minors from the worst parts of this industry, and or at least like that's what I choose to hope, because if I think of anything other, I don't need to go down that road. But yeah, that's basically all of my thoughts on that. I definitely could have structured all of that better, but you know, I forgot to write notes, so this is what you get. I hope you guys understand everything that I was trying to say. And yeah, I guess just figure out where you stand. If you feel like you can't support New Jeans for whatever reason, fine. Okay, you don't have to support every single group out there. So long as that doesn't turn into hating on the girls themselves or actively going against them, then you're good. Like you can support whoever you want to support, so long as, you know, you don't turn into a toxic human. You're good. And I think so long as you recognize that there are going to be people that support and follow this group, because it's not like the company's going to undebut them just because some people are saying that they shouldn't be debuted that young. They've debuted. They're here. We should support them if we want to. So long as you're not being a toxic asshole, you're all good, basically. Anyway, that's enough of that. My throat is getting really dry. But thank you very, very much for watching, especially if you sat through all of that and listened to me ramble. Feel free to let me know your own thoughts still. Please keep any toxicity at bay. I do not stand for it. I will delete it. But, you know, civil conversation I'm always here for. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to go and listen to these songs for the 100th time. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.